So you made a mistake and now you're drowning in shame, regret, and you're even beating yourself up. But what if I told you that that mistake could actually start generating you income? Oh yes, you could literally profit from your mistakes. I know you're probably wondering, Ritah, how is my mistake supposed to pay me? Well, let me explain. Hi there, I'm Lilian Ritah and welcome to Ritah Speaks Digital. This is a space where I teach ordinary people like you and me how to turn what they already know, that is their knowledge, their skills, their experiences, and even their passions, into gold mines, aka income streams. So if that's the kind of content that you love, you, my friend, found your tribe. You can consider subscribing and ringing the bell button so that anytime I release a new video, you get instant notifications. So how exactly do you turn your mistakes into income? Most people see mistakes as proof that they failed. But from this day onwards, I don't want you just to see mistakes as evidence that you failed. I want you to also see those mistakes as lessons which could save someone from frustration. And that, my friend, is valuable. This is actually one of the mindset shifts which I teach students who are inside my community. Before I explain to you how you can package those valuable lessons which you've learned from your mistakes into something that will generate you income, let's go through a few examples for you to understand this better. Example number one, let's talk about relationships. Maybe you've been in a toxic relationship for so long, you've ignored red flags, and those red flags have made you waste so many years in a relationship that is not going anywhere. Guess what? You can create a product such as 7 red flags I ignored that cost me years. So in short, your lessons become a solution to someone who is 2 or 3 steps behind you. Maybe they're in a toxic relationship right now and they're still dilly-dallying. So you could make them see why they need to get out of it ASAP. Example number 2, let's talk about business. Probably you started a boutique business, specifically a thrift store. And while you're buying your belts, you did not consult. You did not take your time to do research. So you bought your belts randomly, and at the end of the day, you made losses. Guess what? That lesson that you learned out of all that can become a product. Maybe you could create 5 boutique mistakes that I made that cost me customers. You see, your mistake is now helping that person who is 2 or 3 steps behind you. Maybe they want to start a boutique business and they don't know that they need to take some good time and research about their belts. Example number 3, let's talk about wealth. Maybe you heard about investing in government bonds and you got so excited, jumped in without doing research again. And you came to learn some very, very serious lessons when it's too late, when you cannot do much to reverse it. From that lesson, you could package it into probably 7 mistakes beginners make when investing in bonds and regret when it's too late. From all that, you'll be helping someone who wants to start investing in bonds, and maybe they're not aware that if they ignore certain things, they could cost them time and money. From those 3 examples, I hope you're seeing the pattern clearly. Your mistakes could become valuable lessons. So how do you turn those valuable lessons into something sellable? You do that by packaging those lessons into what we call digital products, or rather digital assets. Digital products, for the sake of those who do not know, are the products which you create and sell purely online. There's nothing like physical packaging, there's nothing like physical stock, and there's no physical delivery. Digital products is one of the best ways that you could package these mistakes, because once you create that digital product, you're going to do the hard work once, okay, to create it, but it's going to pay you over and over again. Of course, when you put the right systems in place. So it will give you time and financial freedom. So instead of hiding your mistakes, instead of feeling ashamed of your mistakes, I want you to get the most out of them. Package the lessons that you've learned into something that can solve another person's problems out there. And those digital products could look like ebooks, checklists, templates, workbooks, masterclasses, online courses, memberships, etc., etc. And while we are at this, here is a perfect example of a digital product created from my own mistakes. The guide is called Before You Invest in Government Bonds, 7 Things Most People Learn Too Late. I've packed in my lessons, and this guide helps those people who want to invest in bonds, but they don't know what to avoid and what to do. For more details about how you can get the guide, check details in the description box down below. Your mistakes do not disqualify you. In fact, they qualify you even more. So before you keep shaming yourself because of those mistakes that you've made, ask yourself this: will this lesson become a source of income? Because chances are, yes, it can. You just need to know how to package it correctly into a digital product, a product which will sell over and over again once you create it correctly and put the right systems in place. If you're probably sitting there, you've identified some mistakes which you'd like to package into digital products, and you do not know how to go about the packaging, let me introduce you officially to the Digital Goldmine Club. It's a mentorship program where I help you turn what you already know, yes, your mistakes, your lessons, your wisdom, into a profitable digital product. For more details about the mentorship program, check details in the description box down below. And remember, your past mistakes could just be sitting on your next income stream. If you found value in this video, I want you to drop the word value. For tips on how to turn what you already know into profitable digital products, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell button so that anytime I release new content, you get instant notifications. Otherwise, if you loved this video, you might also want to check out this one right here. A link to it will be placed in the description box down below.